Hey Spurs fan! We're back with another exclusive video and the hottest updates for you. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button so you never miss any news about the San Antonio Spurs. Let's get to the news. Can the San Antonio Spurs find a way to reignite their season as defenses tighten around their star rookie, Victor Wembanyama? After a blazing start, the Spurs are facing a new challenge, slowing down the attention on their standout player, who's struggling to adapt his game amidst increased defensive pressure. With his three-point shooting numbers plummeting, is it time for Wembanyama to step beyond the arc and change the trajectory of his game, or could this be a sign of deeper issues for the team? Let's dive into what's going wrong and how the Spurs can turn it around. After an electrifying start to the season, the San Antonio Spurs have hit a snag, and the spotlight shines brightly on their emerging star, Victor Wembanyama. Once hailed as a game-changer, Wembanyama now finds himself facing a formidable challenge as opposing teams have made it their mission to neutralize his impact on the court. With defenses tightening around him, the question looms, can Wembanyama adapt and evolve to reclaim his dominant form? As the season progresses, the statistics reveal a concerning trend for the Spurs rookie sensation. His three-point attempts have dwindled, falling short of the 8.8 he averaged last season. In the initial 8 games, Wembanyama struggled from beyond the arc, hitting only 23.6% of his attempts. The Spurs recognize the urgency of the situation, with teams sending double or even triple teams his way in the post. It becomes crucial for Wembanyama to expand his range and embrace shooting from long distance. However, the Spurs have also started to devise strategies to counteract the intense defensive pressure. Quick ball movement and perimeter passing have become key components of their offense, allowing them to capitalize on defensive lapses. Historically, the Spurs have thrived on their ability to adapt to challenges, and this season is no exception. Wembanyama's ascent to stardom is reminiscent of previous Spurs legends who faced their own hurdles. Just as Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili had to navigate defensive schemes designed to limit their effectiveness, Wembanyama is now in a similar position. The evolution of the game has seen more teams focusing on shutting down singular threats, which means that Wembanyama must learn to diversify his scoring methods. The Spurs' resilience and tactical adjustments will be vital in ensuring that Wembanyama remains a force to be reckoned with on the court. The implications of Wembanyama's adjustment are profound. If he can successfully integrate more three-point shooting into his game while maintaining his scoring efficiency in the paint, the Spurs could find themselves back in contention. Currently averaging 7.1 free throw attempts per game and increasing his two-point attempts, Wembanyama is in a prime position to elevate his performance. As he continues to refine his game, the question remains, will he rise to the occasion and solidify his status as a cornerstone of the franchise? The answer to this question could very well determine the Spurs' fate as they push forward in a competitive season. The next phase of Wembanyama's development is crucial, and fans are left eagerly anticipating how he will adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. As the season progresses, the San Antonio Spurs find themselves at a critical juncture. The adjustments Victor Wembanyama is making could have profound implications for the team's overall success. If he continues to develop his outside shooting while maintaining his aggressive play in the paint, the Spurs could become a more dynamic offensive threat. This evolution is essential for creating space on the floor, allowing other players to shine and making it more challenging for defenses to key in on Wembanyama. The synergy between him and his teammates could unlock new levels of performance as they adapt to the evolving game plan, positioning the Spurs as serious contenders in a competitive season. Meanwhile, reactions from the basketball community are stirring with intrigue. Coaches and analysts are closely monitoring Wembanyama's development, recognizing that his ability to stretch the floor could redefine the Spurs' offensive identity. Market analysts are also taking note, as Wembanyama's rising stock could influence the Spurs' future trades and acquisitions. The buzz surrounding his potential is palpable, with many experts comparing his trajectory to that of other iconic big men who transformed their games to stay relevant in the league. This dynamic creates a ripple effect, prompting teams to rethink their defensive strategies and potentially elevating the Spurs' status in the playoff race. Looking ahead, several scenarios could unfold depending on Wembanyama's continued progress. If he successfully embraces the challenge of being a dual-threat scorer, the Spurs could not only improve their standing in the Western Conference but also become a dark horse in the playoff picture. Conversely, if he struggles to adapt, the Spurs may face difficulties in maintaining momentum against stronger teams. Regardless, the coming games will be crucial in determining the trajectory of the season. As the Spurs navigate these challenges, fans and analysts alike will be eagerly watching to see if Wembanyama can truly become the transformative player they hope for, setting the stage for an exciting chapter in Spurs basketball. What if I told you that a single player's eligibility could lead to the cancellation of an entire game for the Spurs against the Raptors? As tensions rise and questions swirl around the integrity of the league, how devastating could this situation be for San Antonio's playoff hopes? Stay tuned as we dive into the implications of this potential game cancellation and what it could mean for the Spurs season. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Antonio Spurs. The NBA is currently facing a critical situation that could lead to the cancellation of an upcoming game between the San Antonio Spurs and the Toronto Raptors. This potential disruption stems from concerns surrounding an irregular player eligibility issue involving a member of the Spurs roster. As the league strives to maintain the integrity of its games and ensure compliance with its regulations, the implications of this situation extend beyond just one match. Fans, analysts, and executives alike are watching closely, as the decision could set a precedent for how similar issues are handled in the future. The stakes are high, with both teams eager to secure vital wins as they navigate their respective seasons. The controversy arises from a reported violation of league rules regarding player eligibility, which has put the Spurs in a precarious position. If the league determines that one of their players participated in games without proper clearance, it could lead to severe repercussions, including the potential voiding of games already played or the forfeiture of upcoming matchups. This scenario not only affects the Spurs but also the Raptors, who are preparing for a crucial contest that could impact their playoff positioning. The situation has ignited debates among fans and analysts about the fairness of enforcing rules so late in the season, especially considering the extensive ramifications for both franchises. Moreover, the decision to cancel the game would not be without its controversies. The NBA prides itself on its commitment to fair play and the rigorous enforcement of its policies, but a cancellation could also be viewed as heavy-handed, potentially alienating fans who look forward to thrilling matchups. The Spurs, known for their resilience and strategic prowess, now find themselves entangled in a narrative that could overshadow their efforts on the court. The players and coaching staff are left to grapple with the uncertainty, focusing on their performance while the specter of cancellation looms overhead. It creates a unique tension, as the team must remain focused and united amidst external distractions. As the league navigates this complex situation, the broader implications for the NBA are significant. This incident serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between enforcing regulations and ensuring the entertainment value that fans crave. The outcome will likely influence future decisions regarding player eligibility and compliance, shaping the landscape of the league in the years to come. With each passing day, the anticipation builds, as stakeholders await the NBA's ruling, recognizing that the decision will reverberate far beyond the Spurs and Raptors. In a league where every game counts, the potential fallout from this situation could redefine how teams prepare for challenges and how the league governs its operations moving forward. As the San Antonio Spurs navigate the complexities of a modern NBA landscape, the potential repercussions of their current trajectory loom large, threatening to undermine their storied legacy. The Spurs have long been synonymous with excellence, characterized by a culture of teamwork, strategic acumen, and a commitment to development. However, as they grapple with a roster that may lack the star power and depth necessary to compete at the highest level, the implications for their future become increasingly worrisome. A team that once thrived on stability and consistency now finds itself at a crossroads, where missteps could lead to a prolonged period of mediocrity, jeopardizing the very foundation upon which the franchise was built. In an era where superstars dictate the terms of engagement in the league, the Spurs' inability to attract elite talent could further isolate them from the upper echelons of NBA competition. While the franchise has historically thrived on drafting and developing players, the current climate demands more than just a keen eye for talent. It requires a proactive approach to roster construction that can keep pace with the rapid evolution of the game. As rivals bolster their lineups with marquee signings and trades, the Spurs risk falling behind, potentially alienating their loyal fan base who have come to expect a certain level of excellence. The fear of becoming an afterthought in the Western Conference could lead to a long-term decline, impacting not only the team's competitiveness but also its financial viability in an increasingly cutthroat environment. Moreover, the Spurs' struggles in the current season could have a cascading effect on their organizational culture, which has long been a source of strength. A losing record can breed discontent, sowing seeds of doubt among players and coaching staff alike. This erosion of morale could manifest in a lack of cohesion on the court, fundamentally altering the identity that has defined the Spurs for decades. As players grapple with uncertainty and frustration, the core values of discipline and selflessness that have been the hallmark of the franchise may begin to erode, leading to a toxic atmosphere that could alienate even the most committed members of the organization. The ripple effects of such a decline could overshadow the franchise's celebrated history, casting a long shadow over its future. Finally, the implications extend beyond the immediate roster and performance metrics. They touch upon the very essence of what it means to be a Spur. The franchise's identity, built on resilience, adaptability, and a commitment to excellence, could be jeopardized if the current challenges are not addressed decisively. Fans, who have historically rallied behind the team through thick and thin, may begin to lose faith in a direction that seems unclear and unsteady. A prolonged struggle could diminish the franchise's allure to potential recruits, creating a vicious cycle that could perpetuate a downward spiral. As the Spurs forge ahead, they must confront these challenges head-on, lest they find themselves on the wrong side of history, a cautionary tale of what happens when a once-great dynasty falters in the face of change. The opinions of the club's supporters are as diverse as the colors of their jerseys, reflecting a tapestry of emotions, experiences, and hopes that weave together the fabric of their collective identity. For many fans, their allegiance to the team transcends mere loyalty. It becomes an integral part of their lives, a shared ritual that unites families, friends, and even generations. As they gather in stadiums or in front of screens, the atmosphere is electric, charged with anticipation and a palpable sense of togetherness. Every cheer, every chant reverberates with the weight of history, as supporters project their dreams onto the players who wear their club's crest. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat are shared burdens, creating an unbreakable bond that keeps them connected, no matter the circumstances. Yet, within this collective enthusiasm, individual opinions can vary dramatically, often sparking passionate debates among fans. Some supporters are staunch traditionalists, cherishing the club's legacy and the values it embodies, while others advocate for modern changes, pushing for innovations that could elevate the team's performance on the global stage. This dichotomy often manifests in discussions about coaching strategies, player acquisitions, and even the club's financial decisions. For instance, while some fans may celebrate a bold new signing as a sign of ambition, others may view it with skepticism, fearing that such moves could compromise the club's core philosophy. These conversations, while sometimes heated, are a testament to the deep emotional investment that fans have in the club, highlighting their desire not only for success but also for a future that honors the team's storied past. Moreover, social media platforms have amplified the voices of supporters, creating a vibrant space for dialogue and dissent. In this digital arena, fans can express their opinions in real time, sharing reactions to matches, player performances, and managerial decisions. The immediacy of social media allows for a dynamic exchange of ideas, where a single tweet or post can ignite discussions that reach far beyond the confines of local fan communities. However, this accessibility can also lead to polarization, as differing viewpoints clash in a cacophony of comments and retorts. Some supporters relish the opportunity to engage in spirited debates, while others may feel overwhelmed by the intensity of online interactions. This duality reflects the evolving nature of fandom in the digital age, where passion can manifest both as community building and as a source of contention. Ultimately, the opinions of the club's supporters serve as a mirror, reflecting not only their hopes for the team but also their values and aspirations as individuals. Each fan carries with them personal stories that intertwine with the club's narrative, from unforgettable matches that marked pivotal moments in their lives to the rituals that accompany each game day. These experiences shape their perspectives, informing their opinions about the team's direction and management. As the club continues to evolve, the voices of its supporters will undoubtedly remain a crucial element in shaping its future, reminding everyone involved that at the heart of football lies a community bound by passion, loyalty, and an enduring love for the beautiful game. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about our San Antonio Spurs, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video, Spurs fans.